Hello, Danae here from Cooking with Danae, and today we are going to prepare collard greens. Now, collard greens usually served, well, traditionally served during the new year, are a sign of money because they're green. If you have collard greens, you're supposed to have money throughout the year. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what the tradition says. But we're gonna start cooking some collard greens, and I've got just one bunch here. I know people that have maybe 3 or 4 of these or more, but I'm going to make this one bunch. I just wanted to show you, these have been washed, but I'm going to wash them again. But I wanted to show you first what they look like. They're green. And this is a nice healthy bunch. It's got both large and small leaves, which is good. The smaller the leaves, the more tender. The larger the leaves, sometimes the more tough the collard green can be. But in order to disassemble these collard greens, it's not difficult at all. And if you have a grandmother or a mom who has taught you how to make collard greens, great. If you have not, then I'm just going to show you, and I'm going to go through all of these. I'm not going to do them all on camera. It would take a bit of time, but I'm going to go through a few of them. But it's nothing to it. Once you've cleaned them, you're going to just grab the base right down here at the stem and pull. And it leaves you just with the leaf, and I'm going to put them in there, and the stalk is right there, and we're not going to use that part because that's going to be tough. So you just very gently just pull them right off. That's it. And we want to keep the leaf. Some people cut them. I don't. I don't care to cut them. I just want to leave them right. And if the stalk, I'm going to be honest with you, if the stalk, for example, is, let's pull this one off, is a little thick up in the top leaf part, I don't use that. I will pull around it. And it's really a personal preference for me. I want folks to get all greens and very little stalk. And they're done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wash them one more time, and then I'm going to add them to some sauteed onions, garlic, and some smoked turkey. And I'm going to put that, well, I'll show you in just a moment. Hello everyone, Danae here, and I am going to prepare our collard greens. They've been washed and washed and washed and cut, and the stems have been taken off, and they are ready to be chopped up and then prepared. And they won't take too long, but they usually will take more than an hour, usually about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And depending on the meat that you're using to season your collard greens, it may take even longer, because ham hocks take a long time to cook, and so do the smoked turkey wings and smoked turkey legs. And I'm going to use the smoked turkey this time. But first, let's get our collard greens all chopped up. this is probably a more traditional way. You lay the leaves out so that you can get a nice even chop. But I'm at home. I'm not going to be all that formal, but I will show you what some moms and grandmas do. They take the leaves and then they fold them. And then they chop. And what I like to do is fold them, cut one. Good sharp knife. And then I like to cut right down the center. And let's keep going. In the pot, but first we've got to season our pot and season the water that's going to cook our collard greens. All right, let's get our pot hot. Turn the flame on. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of olive oil, just like a tablespoon, maybe 2. Now, I like, it depends on the greens that you're preparing, but I like turnips. Here they are. These are turnips. And in my collard greens, if I make mustards or turnip greens, I like that. Some people use a combination of turnip, mustard, and kale. Whatever greens you like, that's fine. I just happen to like turnips, and I cut them up, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in my greens. And I have been doing this, I guess, primarily because my mom does it. And I'm going to use 2, and I'm going to take that skin off. And here are the turnips with the skin off. And once I've gotten the skin off, I cut them up into cubes, as you can see. And I'm going to add this about 45 minutes before the greens are actually done. They don't take too long, but I don't like them really, really firm. I like them sort of soft. So I'll add those later, but I've got them all prepped and ready to go in. We're waiting for our stock pot, our pot to heat up, and once that heats up, we're going to add our onion. We're going to add a little garlic, and then I've got it right here, and then we're going to add our collard greens, and then of course I'm going to fill up enough water to cover the greens and add the smoked turkey. So let's add our onions and garlic, and we're just going to put all that in. And remember what I said in other videos, that, and I don't know about you, but I love flavorful food. Just so you'll see, this is the... I'm going to show you a little trick that I do. I take my turkey leg and I put slits in it. Let me show you. Pull it apart there, if you can see that. I take my knife and I run a slit in it. And what this does, and a lot of people don't know, but it helps your turkey cook quickly. The water doesn't have to penetrate that thick skin, and you can always remove the skin, but I like to put little slits in it. Plus that flavor, that smoked flavor inside your turkey leg comes out. So let's put that in there. It's going to go at the very bottom, and then we're going to start adding our collard greens. And now we're going to add our water. going to add enough water to cover the greens. Well, everyone, I'm back and we've added all of our water to our collard greens. We're going to let these come to a boil, and then we are going to season them, but I'm going to season them a little later on. First, I want to get them cooking, and I want to get that smoked turkey cooking and all those good flavors from the smoked turkey in the water. And the last thing that I will do will be season it. So we'll be back in a little bit. Our collard greens have been cooking now for about an hour and 50 minutes. I added the turnips, as you can see, and the smoked turkey is breaking apart. I have seasoned the collard greens with salt and pepper to taste. The collards will cook now for an additional hour or so until the turnips are tender and the turkey meat is falling off the bone. You are welcome to pull the turkey meat off, remove the bone, add the turkey meat back to the greens if you like. Below this video are my suggestions, my serving suggestions for the collard greens. I want to thank you for watching this video. Remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, tell everybody you know you're cooking with Danae. Until next time, bye.